Wow, you be more than that.
Shut up!
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
You're gonna want to watch this for a better film than that First Steps trash. Hi, this is Shadowscape Pictures, and this is the review for Fantastic Four, the 2005 film. Reed figures a cosmic storm is coming in space and asks Doomboy for help to research it. Gathering a team together, Sue and Johnny Storm and Ben Grimm, they all head to space and they get hit by this cosmic storm, giving them superpowers. Struggling with their newfound abilities, things start to get heated up with Doomboy and infighting with the family. The music is solid in this film. It could have been a little bit better, but it does the job. The CGI is definitely dated a bit, but the mix of practicals within it helped it substantially more. The cinematography is pretty good overall, no complaints too much on that technical stuff. What I will say for sure is this is a much better film than First Steps, or should I say, Sue Storm and the Three Cocks! The part where Sue comes in looking all hot in her suit and Reed is more interested by the suit actually made me laugh. The jokes in this film are funny, unlike that First Steps trash. Johnny is an absolute puss slayer and it's great. The relationship between Johnny and Ben is much better in this film than First Steps. The banter between the two is just really good.
Johnny!
After the accident in space, they come back to Earth. It didn't really explain much of that, but whatever, I guess. They're all alive and they're doing good. Johnny first sets on fire while snowboarding, and homie here asks the chick to join him in his now made hot tub. And that shit was straight fire. Reed, played by Johan Griffith, is just perfect. Homie looks like Reed Richards, and he has such a charm to him that you just believe he is Reed. When they all start transforming into their new abilities, they do it all in such different ways. When Reed sticks his arm under the door, you know Sue was thinking, what else could he stretch like that? Most likely his cock. When Ben transforms into the thing, he breaks into the big and tall store because he's gonna really need it. And this film did a really good job of making you sympathize for Ben as he's transformed into that thing. His wife didn't really like his new look at all, and I guess looks do really matter. Ben says,
You wanna be scared? Fine!
That shit was perfect. After Sue takes off some of her clothes and then comes back to her more human form, Reed says,
Wow, you be more than that.
Shut up!
and I just think that was hilarious. And I think these jokes work so well. They just flowed really naturally throughout this entire film. Then they showcase all of their abilities and working together, and I thought that was great. Sure, the CGI isn't amazing by any means, but you got to appreciate the thing was all practical. Then his wife takes off her ring in front of him, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And I really felt bad for this guy. I think that's what this film does a really good job at. You really felt like these characters truly existed in this world. Then I like how Johnny wanted to take the lead and homie says nah, and even Sue pushes Reed to lead. And that made much more sense instead of having girl boss Sue Storm in first of many steps into trash. It's funny to see the corporate fucks pull out on Doomboy's company, just like how Norman Osborn gets screwed in Spider-Man.
You know how much I sacrificed?
When Ben says,
Don't do drugs.
I thought that line was great, and I think more people need to not do more drugs. Reed starts running tests to figure out their abilities and to help Ben become Ben instead of that thing. Doomboy starts to realize that his DNA is changing into a metallic alloy stronger than titanium or some shit. Homie starting his villain arc already. Reed and Sue make sure they all stay inside while Reed builds a chamber to recreate the storm and reverse their powers. This is when Johnny is pranking Ben in hilarious ways, and I just thought these parts of the film make it feel lived in and fun, which Obviously, first steps into trash did not do. Doomboy finally makes one homie go bye-bye, turn it off for good, really becoming the true villain. Johnny goes out and does some dirt biking and reveals the outfit of the Fantastic Four logo. And his explanation of giving them all names was just perfect.
They call me the Human Torch. That's the Invisible Girl.
What about your leader, Reed Richards? I hear you call him Mr. Fantastic. He can expand any part of his anatomy.
Well, I've always found him to be a little limp.
At least they mentioned this, unlike Sue Storm and the Three Cocks.
What do you call that thing?
That's it. The Thing.
Okay, now I'm gonna go kill him.
It was said like a little kid, and I love that. The infighting between Johnny and Ben was absolutely great. Friction between the four was done well to heighten the emotion and up the tension for the last act. Doomboy goes around making more people go bye-bye, turn it off. Ben gets hit on by a girl and we know she wanted something rock hard, even if she was blind. At least the blind chick made him feel seen in a new way. Reed finally tests the chamber himself to see if his powers are reversed, and they did not. Doomboy spies and gets Ben in the chamber to reverse his powers. He powers that thing up like no tomorrow. It reverses Ben's The Thing syndrome, exactly what Doomboy wanted to happen. Doomboy becomes Dr. Doom fully and super cools Reed like the rubber boy he is. Shooting a heat-seeking rocket at Johnny was great. This Doom just seems so badass in a lot of ways, and he really didn't give a shit at all. Then the Fantastic Four unite and they fight Dr. Doomboy, and the mixing of practicals with the VFX always makes it look so much better. Using all their abilities to fight off Dr. Doomboy was great, something First of Many Cocks did not do well. Reed uses his smarts and leads the team and gives Dr. Doomboy a good old cool down for good. The chemistry between all the actors was just perfect. It actually felt like a true family versus first craps. In so many ways, this film really made you believe that these characters could exist in our reality. Then there's a mid-credit scene at least showing Dr. Doom having some powers still, even after his good old cool down. Overall, this movie is so rewatchable and it's such a good time. I'd probably give this a 7.5 in all honesty. It's too much fun to watch. Sure, it has its shortcomings, but my golly, does it ever have such a charm to it. I definitely recommend people watch this again, as they did so many things right that Sue and the Three Cocks did not do well. That's the review for Fantastic Four, the 2005 film. If you guys like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you actually enjoyed this film or you absolutely did not. And of course, if you didn't like this video, bye bye, turn it off!